This is State Farm agent Jason Hardy coming to you today with the Junction City Dragons. Jason Hardy, State Farm Player of the Week. Congratulations this week to Lamontra Hankton, the quarterback of the Junction City Dragons. Montre, congratulations. Tell me, first of all, how's that feel for your coaches to finally award you Player of the Week?
Kind of feel good. It's just a blessing to get a reward for the end of the season. So me and my team, we got business to handle during playoffs. So keep pushing and striving to the best and show everybody what we got for the first round. So
I love it. I love it. Congratulations. And I was just giving you a hard time with the finally. I know Coach has talked about you some and been giving you some props about your play. But I think as a quarterback, you kind of get held to a higher standard sometimes. Tell me a little bit about that. How does that feel for a coach to have that kind of confidence in you, but to also hold you to a little bit higher standard?
It feel kind of good, but I mean, at the same time, therefore I gotta do my part. So when he do his part, I do my part. We'll come together as a team to have a good outcome. So therefore, everything that we do, we hopefully be on the same page during playoffs to get to the Rock and get one on our finger this year. So
that's great. That's great. Well, let's talk a little bit about last week's game against Gurdon. You were 13 of 17 passing for 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Then you rushed it 12 times for 85 yards, 2 more touchdowns. Plus you had a tackle from the cornerback spot on defense. And that's getting it done. 13 of 17 passing, man, that's efficient. I mean, you threw it 4 times that it didn't connect. The other 13 times it did. That's solid. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about that. The accuracy and being able to connect with your receivers.
Honestly, I thought I wouldn't go do good because there was a cold game, but I came out. My receivers got to the spot. I got them open, so my connections was good. I put it in a spot where they was going to get it to where it was only for them. I was throwing them open, so appreciate them to that for doing the right thing for me and everything I need. So
cool. Love it. I love it. So then you had 12 rushes, 85 yards. Would you rather throw it or run it?
I mean, I only read it, but I mean, if I run it, I give props to my whole line because they'll make everything happen if I'm running. So, but I think I'd rather run sometimes.
All right, I finally got you to answer it. There you go. There you go. No, but that's cool though. I like that. I like it. All right, so took care of Gurdon, finished off the regular season. You've mentioned it already a couple of times, getting ready for the playoffs. First round at home against Manila, an opponent that probably not very familiar with. So when you're preparing for an unfamiliar opponent like this, but obviously it's an important game, first round of the playoffs, what's that prep like? How do you get ready for an opponent that you just really don't know much about?
Study. That's all I can say. Study. Okay. Watch film. Get the best of the numbers and see who their best player is.
There we go. I think that's an answer Coach would like. He wants to hear you. He wants to hear this quarterback is doing some studying. So I like that answer too. I like it a lot. It sounds good, man. What are you looking for? What do you think's gonna? Obviously, you've had some time to do a little studying. What do you see? What's gonna be the play that works?
I'll probably say they corners bail a lot, so it'll probably be a lot of gimmies, a lot of comebacks, and mostly run game go be there. So that's probably all I can say from there. So
there you go. Yeah, you don't want to give it away. I don't think you gave anything away there. I mean, everybody knows that at Junction City the run game's going to be there. That's not something that's going to shock anybody. So I love to hear that. I love to hear that. You know where to find yardage if you got to have it.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff, man. All right. So tell me a little bit about Lamontra Hankton off the football field, man. What's something you like to do that you care about?
I mean, my other hobby I like to do is really put more focus on the court. When I'm not into football, I try to get into the gym. If not, I try to hang with some of the teammates and go out to eat or something. Most of the time, I'm just chilling at home in the man cave on a game or something.
Okay, there we go on the game. So what's your game of choice? What do you like to play?
It's either Madden or 2K.
Madden or 2K. All right, cool. And I heard you say on the court, so you play basketball also.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other sports?
No, sir. I told myself I try to play baseball since it's my senior year, just to try to play everything I can.
Right.
But I don't know yet. I might. It's still a decision I'm making.
But still, a multi-sport athlete nonetheless, and that's hard to do too. I mean, balancing that multiple sports plus the classwork that you've got to do that takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and I love to hear it. I know Coach probably is glad that you're a multi-sport athlete too. I know a lot of coaches that really like their players to do that, and I won't tell you to tell me which one you like better. I won't put you on the spot to do that. But with you being in the playoffs, it's got to be football right now.
Yeah, it gotta be. I mean, I ain't really too much thought about basketball, but I say right now it's all about focusing on football and focusing on my team, getting them and getting me to better positions in life. So,
all right. I love it. I love how much you talk about team, which I kind of expected that coming from the quarterback. You know, you've got to count on your teammates, and it sounds like you've got that figured out. I know you had a great season. I don't have season stats in front of me. But again, we've talked about, and I've talked about with Coach, hey, what about the quarterback? What about Lamontra? And so that's kind of why I started out with finally getting Lamontra Hankton in here, because you have had some good games, and not to say that the other guys that we've had in here weren't deserving. They certainly were. But I think you have had a fantastic season running this offense. And doing a good job with that. Talk to me a little bit about that before we get away. Running this offense for Coach. Tell me what that leadership means to you.
I mean, it means a lot to me. It put a lot of pressure on me, but I mean, it's some pressure that I can handle. So me telling the team what to do and where to go is really a good thing, but when you got pressure during the game, like big games during the playoffs, you'll probably feel a lot of different pressure because you hear different crowds and different things you don't want to hear. So, I mean, but my pressure is no type of pressure that I can't hold back. So I go straight to the pressure. So.
All right. And if that weren't the case, you wouldn't be playing quarterback. I don't imagine that. If you couldn't handle the pressure, Coach wouldn't put you on there. All right, so Coach is giving me some of the season stats that I was talking about now. So 76 carries for 473 yards, 9 touchdowns, 59 of 116 passing for 1,055 yards, 13 touchdowns. And then you had a catch for 4 yards and a touchdown. And what do you not do? What do you not do? Tell me, did you know that before I said that, did you know you'd thrown for over 1,000 yards already?
Nah, not really.
How's that? I mean, how does that make you feel to hear that 1,000? I mean, that's a solid number, man.
It feels good. I'm still just trying to strive over. I want to at least get over 2,000 before the season ends. But if
you
not,
throw for another 1,000 in the playoffs.
I
Man,
it's only
we're gonna be
3.
here a while. I love it. Coach is rubbing his hands together. I love it. That's great. All right. Congratulations again. Lamontra Hankton, quarterback of the Junction City Dragons, being named this week's Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week. Congratulations, Lamontra.
Appreciate it.